to another episode of the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with Ali, Chris and Guy. This is a casual gaming podcast for the everyday gamer. But on today's show, we don't have Guy here, Chris, do we?
No, Guy's not here. He is just awaiting the birth of his second child. It could come
exciting.
any moment.
Yeah, we've actually got two special guests today. We've got Pugs and the Stein. Pugs is on.
Oh, yo.
Starting early, are we?
Ellie's straight in there. Introducing to the podcast, James Pugsley. First of all, welcome, Pugs.
Welcome.
Kia ora, guys. Thank you for having me.
Everyone calls him Pugs. He works at Radio Hodaki with me, which is a large international audience, by the way, Pugs. So, for example, they don't know what kia ora means.
Yes.
That's hello in New Zealand's native Māori language.
Yeah.
They should bloody know.
No, I know. But he works at the same radio station as I do, on the same show as I do, and he loves his gaming. So,
And you listen to every episode, haven't you?
I've listened to. Well, actually, I was a late. I'm been
You
a
haven't?
long time lurker, but I'm a late listener. Maybe about the start of last year, I want to say, or halfway through last year, I religiously started listening. I'd listened in parts before that.
Gotcha.
But I understand gaming's a huge thing for you guys. I love gaming as well. Chris has been an integral part of my gaming career, largely because I stopped gaming for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%. And very casually.
Yeah.
And then you, through our radio show, very kindly, you and the fellas teamed up to grab me a PS5, which I was eternally grateful for.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
And that just started a whole new love for the games.
I'm an enabler, really. It's like someone who's given up hard drugs.
Yeah.
And then me and the fellas pitch in as a Christmas present and say, well done, here's some hard drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had done I'd been playing my PS4 here and there, but it was getting a bit on, it was getting old.
Yeah.
And then it sort of took a pause, and then here he was,
Here
shining
he-
light with the PS5.
How good.
Everybody
Yeah.
was. Love it. Well, on today's show, we're going to get to know Pugs. That's going to be one little segment we have.
Yeah, just introducing Pugs because we've talked about it a wee bit, but on Friday, what's today? Well, Thursday, I suppose, if you're listening to this.
Nice.
I, Friday night, fly to Europe for 3 weeks on holiday with my wife.
Exciting.
And Guy is obviously away, so we're just going to park the podcast for the first time ever for a couple of weeks there, and we won't have a podcast.
Yeah.
When we come back, though, Guy's like, I'll be back. And I'm like, I bet you won't.
Yeah, I'm interested to see when he can come back.
Yeah. What's your experience with kids and coming back to podcast, Pugs?
Oh, heaps of kids and heaps of podcasts.
Right,
Which
so-
is why there's been so many, is because my kids have made me fail.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you reckon, my vibe with him is that he's not going to come back straight away. He'll want to, but it'll be more full on than he realizes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm better than most, I would say. So you know that he's going to get, if he's going to get caught up or not.
Well, the thing that Guy will do as well is he'll be, it'll be like if Cousin Beck was to fill in for Ellie. She'd be at home, sick with her dog, or whatever the reason she's not there, and she'd be like, oh, no, I hope he's not doing a better job than I am.
Yeah.
Guy will be thinking that.
Yeah.
Part of me did wish the dog was going to be here after hearing about said dog.
I nearly
and how
brought her
sweet
as well.
It sounds. And I've been verbally abusing my phone every time you guys talk bad things on the dog.
Thanks, Pugs.
Yeah.
Really?
You're
Like
loyal.
when Guy called the dog pathetic.
No,
Yes.
that was definitely
But
Chris.
then the apology came.
Yeah. And I am sorry, and it's Ruby, right?
It is Ruby. Yeah.
I must say, Ruby is very well behaved, makes no noises, literally sits still the entire time.
Other than snoring seemed to be an issue.
Oh, there was
if
some
I recall.
snoring, yeah. But that's funny, though.
She'd
It's
chill it,
sweet.
you know?
It's endearing, isn't it?
It is.
Exactly right.
So we'll do a bit of a get to know Pugs segment later on in the episode, just because when we come back and we're back on air after a few weeks, I think Pugs might be making an appearance again.
Yeah, you're probably going to be
And
back
I would
at some
be so
point.
grateful.
Yeah.
I will say I'm very grateful to be here. You guys have built an incredible community, that ECG,
thanks, mate.
that extremely casual group for extremely casual gamers, which I've been lurking on for a long time.
Yeah.
You've got a great dedicated fan base.
I love the vibe.
You've done very
eh?
well.
The
Yeah.
vibe's
Yeah.
good. It's not massive.
real wholesome.
We
Yeah.
still need to grow this thing, but like as we always bang on about, we're not paid to do it. We literally give up our time to do it.
Yeah.
But considering what we've managed to build, it's like it's awesome.
It is awesome. It's so wholesome. Speaking of, should we jump into some listener feedback there?
Yes, please.
Brought to you by me today. You can join our group, as Pugs just mentioned, ECG for ECG Facebook group. This is where we all hang out. We've got over 500 members now, which is very cool.
That's legit.
That is quite legit. First thing is Sean van der Merwe. He's a loyal listener. He brought up the fact that some games' names don't have anything to do with the actual game and don't accurately describe the game. And so he wanted people to give your most creative or mind-blowing revelations or just make something up. For me, Stardew Valley had me imagining something in space where you live in a valley and do cute spacey stuff, not some farming RPG where you do it only for part of the time and manage relationships, fish, and do menial tasks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
trying to think now.
yeah, Paul Askew said, did you point out to them that Donkey Kong is just his name? And then Sean said, yeah, indeed, this is true. But if you just saw the game on a poster, the last thing you would imagine is it for it to be about a monkey kidnapping woman, climbing rafters and throwing barrels at an Italian plumber.
Well,
Which is
that's the
a good
thing,
point.
right? Because his name is Donkey Kong and there's no donkey in the game.
Yeah.
But because it's so old now, we're all like, no, that's just Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, I'd be like, wait, where's the donkey?
Exactly. Daniel said Metal Gear Solid kind of makes sense once you play,
Not really.
but if you didn't know, weird name.
I was 100% thinking Metal Gear Solid, and I was like, it would make more sense for like Armored Core. You know that like
Yeah,
robot
the other
game
robot
that
one,
FromSoft made? Yeah. Well, that's not another robot one. Metal Gear Solid's not a robot
yeah,
one.
it is because Metal Gear is these giant robots that you come up against at the end. Someone's building a Metal Gear and it's like one of the, that's why it's named that.
Right.
And
See,
it's-
that made no sense
It's
to me.
still super good. So basically, at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1, and this is, I apologize
spoilers?
for how boring it is. Nah, it's so old.
Just the most convoluted.
Yeah,
Game
it's
of all
really
time.
it's the guy who made Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's why he's a big deal.
I'm with you.
And so Metal Gear Solid, I have no idea what it is. Tactical espionage action. That's the full name of the game. And then it's just stealthing around, blah, 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 blah. It's like, why is it called Metal Gear Solid? At the end, you get to this spot where they are building this Metal Gear, which is a giant mech robot that can shoot nukes.
Sick.
And so that's why it's called Metal Gear. Why is it Solid? I don't know. Probably because of Solid Snake's the
Solid
main
Snake,
character. But it's so confusing and didn't make any sense until sort of the end. And by the way, I haven't played this game in a long time, so that's probably incorrect what I said there.
Yeah, it's
but
been a hot minute for me as well.
it's the gist, yeah.
There you go. Got it. Well, there was another person that commented, Kai Chi said Seaman. I didn't know this was a game. Yep. There's a game called Seaman.
I know it well.
And,
Clocked it many times.
You were saying you love playing with Seaman, Chris.
Pugs, come on, man. That is something Guy would say, though, so he's fitting in well.
He's doing
Thank
well. No, it's not obviously Seaman as in like ocean,
Yeah,
male.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a 1999 virtual pet video game developed by someone. It was originally released for Dreamcast in Japan in 99.
Ocean Mail was.
What's that?
Seaman, Ocean Mail was a pet thing.
Yeah, look at this. There's an image here of a fish and it's got a
fish
face
with
on
a
it.
dude's face on the front
Oh,
of it.
that's
Yes,
Yeah.
I
horrific.
have seen that.
Yeah, which I guess, Seaman, I guess it makes sense. When you just hear it, it sounds like it doesn't
Yeah.
quite make sense. So thank you for bringing that question up there, Sean. That is lovely. Rachel Morgan also said that her and her friend, Casey, who are also in the group, they went on a side quest to a takeaway store and they found a Street Fighter arcade machine here.
Sick.
And they played it and said they had a lot of fun.
Street
So it was
Fighter
just
2, I think that's the GOAT of Street Fighters.
Street Fighter 2. And then Rachel also gave some further feedback on our episode last week, and I'm just padding for time as I find it. Here it is.
I've just thought of one, a game
Yeah?
that makes no
Yeah.
sense. The name of it, Days Gone,
Yeah, what
which
is
I
it?
just played.
Yes.
Had no idea what it meant. No idea until when you pause the game, it tells you how many days have gone since the outbreak started.
Oh.
And so it's like 782 days gone. And I'm like,
Right.
that's why it's called that, because it made
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
You know another one, for me, Detroit Become Human, which is a game I've talked about many times and I love.
Yes.
I don't really quite get the name. Like the name didn't stick out to me. I
Is it
kind of went,
in-
what's that?
Is it based in Detroit?
It is, and I guess it's talking about androids kind of not
Becoming
becoming
human.
human,
You're
but
joking.
But yeah, it kind of makes sense. But it does. I feel like it's not a very catchy name.
It's weird.
No,
It's just a
very
weird name. I didn't
Yeah.
think when I heard the name, I didn't go, I want to play that.
Calling
Yeah.
a game Detroit
Yeah, it's
doesn't
kind of
really
random.
stick out to
That's
me at
right.
all.
Become human. It makes
Yeah.
no sense. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, for example, a really well-named game is Hitman.
Yeah, it
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
You are a hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what it says on the tin.
Exactly.
I'm going to keep thinking of, like Mario
Yeah, me
Kart.
too.
It's Mario and he's in a go-kart.
Makes sense.
Makes
yeah.
a lot of sense.
It takes two. It literally takes two people to finish said game. Split fiction. Very much split fiction.
Is it?
Yeah, it actually is.
Okay,
yeah, there's a lot
that's
of, yeah, that's quite good actually. They're quite
Okay.
good at naming their games.
Have you played that yet, Pugs?
The what? Split fiction?
Actually,
No.
you're in a relatively fresh relationship. Relatively.
I am.
Love her
Thank you.
so much.
Shame.
Yeah, she rocks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just fangirling over Millie.
Oh, yeah, Pugs is lovely partner, Millie, who is
you.
great, by the way.
Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
What do you reckon there'll be a chance of you playing split fiction with her one day?
Let's get her onto a game at all first.
Yeah,
and then
because
we'll
I
see
remember
how we can go with co-op.
I remember early doors
Yeah.
because Pugs is a big From Software guy like I am, like
Yeah.
Dark Souls,
Big time.
Bloodborne, and stuff.
Oh, you're really one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to get bogged down.
Oh
here.
no.
Yeah.
I remember she came around and saw your Bloodborne art book
Yes.
and was a bit like, "Oh, what the hell's that?"
Yeah, and I'm like, it's my favorite video game of all time. I had to go to Japan and get an art book from Japan.
This is very early. This is like
way too early on to be getting out the Bloodborne art book, to be honest. Yeah, showing her the concept art and stuff. It's one of those relationships where she has never had any capacity for video games, and now she's met me, who when I was single was just on the game all the time, Helldivers with the fellas.
That's right.
And I did make her aware that I did do that. And she was a little bit averse, but she's come around on it. And now it's at a position where she says to me, you know, at some point you're going to have to game at the same time that I'm in your house in front of me. And I'm like, oh, no.
I don't know, man.
You know?
It depends. Well, see, I've got a warped idea on how this works because my wife goes to bed early. And I have an afternoon job.
Love her, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
wife.
Let's just get out of the way. We all love each other's partners.
We love each other's
them all.
partners.
I don't know if you love Sam.
Huge fan
I
of
love
Sam.
Sam.
Evidence says otherwise.
No, we love Sam
Roll
the
the clip.
most. We love Sam the most because, and we feel so strongly about him that we feel comfortable enough to make jokes
Exactly.
about him.
Right.
But I don't play video games in front of my wife.
Really?
Right. Yeah, it's when she's off to bed.
When she's off
that
to
you
bed,
jump on
or
Helldivers.
if she's off doing something else,
Yeah,
that is
right.
when I will. So I don't know. It's interesting.
So you're like self-conscious about doing it in front of her? or-
Honestly, yeah. And I'm sure people will be watching this going, like, if you're with someone, you've got to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And it'll come. It's early days.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
no,
I mean?
100%.
So it's
And
one of
also,
those things.
I think Millie too is quite like chill and accepting and just
Yes.
like, you know, whereas a
Yeah.
lot of people would instantly be like, oh, video games,
Yeah.
massive ick, red flag.
100%. And she probably did have that kind of perspective in the past. But now she's coming around on it more and more. I got her on Untitled Goose game
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
really?
for about 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. What did she think of it?
Oh, she was having a blast honking the goose.
And then you were playing the
honking the goose
Yeah,
and
baby.
then jumping on the PS5.
And then after that,
Yeah, 100%. No, she was having a good time.
So how do you honk the goose?
Yeah, I think it's square or circle.
Oh, it just makes it
you
honk.
can just do it as much as you like. You can literally just like rapid fire, and it's just all this variety of
Don't do it
honks
too
that come
much.
out. No, well,
It'll fall off.
I can never honk my I can never honk my goose too much.
Yeah, that's true, man.
But yeah. Oh, and Astro. What is it?
Bot.
Astrobot.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
we've had a crack at that too.
Okay.
Did she
yeah.
like that? Did she enjoy that?
Yeah.
That's fine.
100%. Yeah.
So, because my wife, and we've kind of stumbled into a chat about Pugs' girlfriend here, which is just
I
as
love
entertaining.
this.
She'll be
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah.
She'll listen to this, right?
Question mark.
I feel like she's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kind of person who'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
Pugs is
yeah.
on.
As
Yeah.
soon as I say, oh yeah, we talked about you on the podcast, she'll be on
Boom.
it.
Yeah, totally.
But my wife, when she'll be like, oh, I want to play a racing game. Can you get a racing game? I'm like, okay, cool. Get
Nice.
Gran Turismo 7, 4K, 60 frames per second. Let's do this
You
thing.
can't do Gran Turismo
No,
for a
but-
casual player.
No, but what am I going to do? Go out and buy? What am I going to go
You're going
buy?
to go Need for Speed for a casual player.
Yeah.
Because that has all the flashy lights and bits. It's not
Neons.
hyper realistic.
Well,
Lots of
to be
honking.
honest, lots of
Yes.
honking.
Lots of honking.
Honk it as much as you can.
I was like, I think maybe a Crash Team Racing or something would also work. For her.
Yes.
I agree.
But she played it for like 2 minutes. Was like, okay, this is boring. And then she's like, oh, Grand Theft Auto, can we play that? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then we put Grand Theft Auto 5 on. She played it and had a blast for 10 minutes, and it was like, okay, this is boring.
Oh,
And
right.
so she
Yeah.
just doesn't get. Maybe I'm not playing the right games.
Does
maybe,
she need stories? She likes reading, right?
Oh God, here
Does
we
she
go.
want
Get her onto Dark
story-based?
Souls.
She's about to get diagnosed by Ellie.
Yes.
And then put onto Dark Souls by Pugs.
No, she might need a story game. I reckon story league game. Get her hooked on the narrative early. You know what I mean?
I don't think it would work with
No?
those. No.
Okay.
So
All
like
right.
she, and I love her dearly. She's
Yeah.
the best thing that ever happened to me. But holy cow, we watch some garbage TV because she does not like good, not even slightly
Well,
scary.
hang
I'm
on.
out.
What's your definition of garbage TV?
Yeah,
Because I
what-
know what you watch.
Grand Designs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Country Calendar.
Oh, so she likes like aesthetic-y sort of like home and living type
I guess so.
situations. Okay. What do
guess
you
so.
like? What does he
I
like?
thought that was what you were choosing.
No,
to watch. It's
what
all
that is-
what
what it
would you be
is-
watching if you could choose anything?
If I could choose anything to watch, I would be watching Last of Us. I would be watching
Right.
Game of Thrones for the millionth time. I would watch Chernobyl again. Awesome. I'd get into Stranger Things and all those things that everyone else is in. Squid Games.
This
Right.
is fascinating.
I don't because she's not interested.
For context for the listeners, on the radio show that we do,
Yeah.
there is a segment where we talk about what we watch on the telly, and Chris is always saying Grand Designs
Yes.
or other house-related shows.
House-related stuff or
Yeah.
travel stuff because we like traveling, and houses because we like houses.
Right.
And so, like, So Clarkson's farm. It's about a farm. It's just it's real, and she likes it because it's about a guy farming.
And you like Clarkson, so that kind of
I
works.
like
It's like a
Clarkson.
little half point.
He's not a perfect person, but I certainly like his broadcasting. And so like we watch all these like real life. We watched 4 seasons on Netflix the other day with Steve Carell, Tina Fey.
Was it good?
Really good.
Okay.
But for some reason, she really enjoyed it. It was like, I loved that. Sex Education, the first few seasons of that.
Banger.
I love that one.
Last season's not so much, but there are certain things that she gets into, but most of the time it's just like, nah, this is lame. And so we just give up and put on.
So she
grand
prefers non-fiction stuff.
I think so.
write
Believable
that into
stuff.
my
She
notes.
doesn't think. She's got little case
Personality
studies on
test.
everyone.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like stuff that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that would never happen. It's like, no, I know. There are no
That's the
such thing
point.
as dragons. Yeah.
I so get that actually.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Anyway, where
back to listener feedback.
Is that what you call chit-chat?
No, we haven't even
chitty
got to
chat.
chit-chat yet.
We haven't got to
this isn't
anecdotes
chit-chat?
or-
Oh, my God.
No ginger yet, no sushi. We're still listener feedback. We'll just wrap this up. But basically, Rachel also said that last week she enjoyed the segment that we talked about the therapy and gaming. We talked about therapy and gaming and how gaming can be good for recovering from things and stuff like that. She said that she's the person who's created a little group with women in New Zealand playing Fortnite, and so she's seen the real life mental health benefits of gaming. And then last one, where was I? Arne said. Oh, sorry, I just gave my link there. Arne said, anybody as old as me playing this gem on Mega Drive? Do you remember that?
Golden Axe.
Golden
Absolutely
Axe.
no, I do not remember that. That
You'd
is
be
some
too young?
80s style
I
stuff.
recognise the cover.
Golden Axe
Never played the
16-bit
game.
cartridge. I've never seen it before. But there's actually comments here. So someone said it looks like an old D&D game. Ellen said, I loved playing Golden Axe back in the day. I was young enough that I never made it very far playing it though. Dean said, I love playing this on the arcade.
Oh, wow.
So there's actually quite a lot of people.
So it's quite a prevalent game.
Yeah,
Because the cover art looks 80s. Looks
Oh,
very
it does.
I
80s.
love that style of art. That real fantasy, super
Crazy,
muscly dudes.
yeah. Muscly dude and like a G-string with a giant sword like He-Man.
Sick.
Yeah.
And then a chick in a bikini as well. So
Yeah,
it's just,
muscly as.
hell yeah.
Yeah, nice.
No protection whatsoever from the sword.
Nah.
No, that's not very believable, is it? Lucy would hate that.
Lucy would absolutely hate that. She'd be like, the abs are believable because of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
yeah, 100%.
Pipe down,
yeah.
Luscious
Pipe down.
locks.
I'm on his side,
And
eh?
the massive sword.
The massive sword.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
All right, let's jump into some gaming news, eh, boys?
Oh, yeah, gaming news.
Gaming
Pugs,
news.
did you bring some gaming news?
I brought a little bit of gaming news.
Ooh.
We know. Why don't you go first?
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go first. Essentially, I was looking for gaming news and I was going through all these different gaming news forums and sites and things like that. I've never had to search for gaming news in my life. I've usually just found what comes up.
Yeah.
But one article that kept popping up for me, and so I kind of got into it. I thought it was a little bit sensationalized, but I wanted to get your guys' perspective on it.
Oh, nice.
Essentially, there was a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake that came out in July.
That's right.
And that's huge news. Grew up on the Underground games in particular. You might have been more Pro Skater, Chris.
You
Have you
old
played those
ancient.
games?
Well, I'm 3 years older than you.
That's what I mean. Well, those games were
Yes.
probably a few years
To
after.
be fair,
you know what I
yes, but big into Underground 1. Massive.
mean? Right.
Oh.
So all these gaming news sites are picking up this tiny, tiny piece of news that in one of the remakes, there's a level which takes the piss out of another game.
Right.
And now the game developers have gone psycho to get it removed and put up all these tweets saying, we really respect other gaming developers, and so we're going to do everything we can to remove
Right.
this joke from this new remake game because we don't know where it came from, so we're going to find out how it came about in the first place.
Oh.
And I'm probably the last person to say that anything about PC culture going mad or things being too progressive. I just think it was the most innocent. Do you want to know what it was?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
So there's a level called Water Park, I think, in one of the remakes, and there's a box in a trash can, and when you take the box out, or if you, I don't know, you must break the bin or something like that, it's a copy of Guitar Hero.
That's
It's
just
a
random.
Guitar Hero box,
And
right?
everyone loves Guitar
But
Hero.
it's not even named Guitar Hero. They haven't named Guitar Hero.
Right.
They've called it like Banjo Slam or something like that. But it's the same font. It's the same artwork.
Yeah,
sort
it's
of thing.
funny.
But everybody's calling it this massive controversial move that they've decided to
No, it's
include this
not.
joke in there.
Was it-
And then the game developers apparently didn't even know that it was in there in the first place because now they're saying we're going to do everything we can to find out where
Who
it's
did
come
it?
from.
Was it from the original game?
No.
Oh.
This is the thing.
it
I
would've been
thought it
pre.
was, which would have made way more sense if it was like, back in the day, a lot of games were taking the piss out of other games.
But
Yeah.
but Guitar Hero came out roughly
I'm
sort
trying to
of
work
ish.
that
the
out.
same.
Another genre-defining game of the 2000s.
That's what's funny about it is it's not like a game that is bad. It's
No.
just a random pop shot at Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's
100%,
funny
which
as.
is hilarious. And somebody's obviously snuck that in there or
Yeah.
something.
Oh my
But they're coming in real hot. But Waterpark was a new level added in for the remix.
Very random. Okay.
So
I
maybe it's
see.
because I guess in today's culture there's less pop shots at other games. But also feel like the Tony Hawk's games are for that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what they're all
absolutely.
about.
They're
is
cheeky, man.
taking the piss and being funny and being silly.
Skateboarding, man. It's
100%.
naughty.
It's
Yeah.
rad. You know what I mean?
And also,
You know what I
that's
mean?
not exactly like offensive or anything. It's
No,
just
it's not
great.
at all. It's in the bin.
Yeah.
Who
I
knows?
love that.
Maybe the person in game bought the game, loved the game, and just got rid of the packaging.
Exactly
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
It's good promo for it.
I just thought it
in
was
some
interesting
ways.
that it was on literally every single gaming news site that I came across on my first time finding gaming news.
I
wild.
saw that headline and I was like, controversial, blah, blah, blah. And my brain now goes, I bet it's not even that controversial.
and it bloody wasn't.
And it wasn't, but funny though.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I'm not fact checking you. Sorry, I'm
No,
doing
you're
year
good.
checking. So Guitar Hero actually came out in 2005, and the
Right.
original 3 and 4 for Tony Hawk came out in 2001 and 2002.
Right,
So
so
it
it is
couldn't
a-
have been
okay.
in the
And it's
original
in a
game.
new level,
It's
you
the same
said.
era, but yeah, completely new level. I don't know.
That's funny, 'cause,
I love
like-
when games take the piss like that.
Same, especially because Guitar Hero was such an era where you needed a whole bloody like prop to even play the
yeah.
game, and it's clearly died now. And we don't play it anymore. I think that's hilarious.
I also think they should totally make a banjo version.
Banjo
That is
Slam?
quite
Like, because that
funny.
was Banjo Slam or something like that, but having like an actual electronic banjo for that would be sicko.
that was nice.
Good gaming news there,
Yeah, good
Pugs.
chat.
Thanks, guys.
Way to go,
Yes.
fella. My gaming news is that EA has released a new patch for The Sims 4.
Ooh.
Okay, so people are excited. It's cool. It's the latest expansion. The Sims 4 has been around for like a decade almost, like an old game. It's called Enchanted by Nature. Don't know what it does. I guess it gives you more gardening options and blah, blah.
Sounds like
Cool.
fairies or something.
It does feel a bit like fairies, and there probably is a little bit of like fairies because there's a little bit of mystical stuff in The Sims every now and then. Like you can get a genie out of a lamp and blah, blah. But by accident, this patch randomly selects people within the Sims community that you are building and makes them pregnant.
What, by accident? Like, they weren't meant
It's
to do
a
that.
bug.
Right.
So they haven't even woohooed, which is the
You're
Sims term.
joking.
That's the Sims term.
Immaculate Sims conception.
It is. It really is. And here's the other funny thing: dudes and females.
Oh, dudes
So
as well.
it's a bug. So like randomly, you've just got your Sim sitting there. Then randomly, your guy will just walk in and he's like pregnant, fully pregnant,
Hell yeah.
and then we'll have a kid.
That's hilarious.
I don't random, right? But it's
Very
a bug.
random.
So something's just gone wrong where it just triggers it randomly in people.
They've flipped a switch somewhere and making
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
patch.
And I get, wow, they're enchanted by nature, I guess.
Oh.
I don't think it's meant to be like that.
No, but kind of
Kinda funny.
fits. Yeah.
It's very fun.
I think that's funny.
That is funny.
So if you download the latest DLC, EA, who just has gone out of their way to make The Sims as garbage as it possibly can nowadays, has unintentionally made your characters pregnant.
I think it's rogue, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's kinda
you
fun.
know?
The issue is it's not intentional.
Yes.
It is fun.
Oh, 100%.
It's very fun. But it's just them stuffing up something. And
Classic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh, there you go.
I think I will be kind of gutted because when I used to play The Sims, I was like hard role playing.
Yeah.
Like in fact, I recently played The Sims 3, which I think's the goat of Sims.
Okay.
I was playing on my, I say recently, it was about 5 years ago. I was playing on my sister-in-law's laptop. She's younger than my wife. And she had Sims. She goes, oh, can I play it? I played it. Set up a house, made Lucy, my wife,
Cute.
blah, blah, blah. And I was like, really role-playing us. I think I was pursuing some sort of broadcasting career in The Sims.
Did you have abs?
Not as
See?
real to life
Yeah.
as I would have liked.
Oh, right.
Just because of the
Okay, yeah,
limitations
yeah.
of the technology at the time.
Oh, okay.
5 years ago.
No, it was about, it's like a 15-year-old game or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I would have been gutted if randomly I was then pregnant. Because you're
Yeah.
role playing through this,
True.
and then all of a sudden I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that
no.
about?
Life
How
throws
traumatizing.
curveballs at you, man.
Yeah,
I think
no,
you kind
no,
of got
no.
to embrace them, especially in The Sims.
Yeah.
It's not often that curveball has been thrown.
It can't just be the robber creeping outside your house
Oh, that music.
on a whim one night.
And you're
Sometimes you got to
asleep.
deal with a pregnancy out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking from experience, or
100%. Remember all those kids I was talking about earlier?
Oh, that's right,
I
yeah.
had them.
oh wow,
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know you
was
had
tough.
kids. That's
It was tough.
crazy.
Mama Pugs. All right, well that's gaming news. I said I'd bring an extra one, but I couldn't find anything.
That's okay.
decent.
Yeah.
That's all right.
What are we doing next?
Well, I think now that he's mentioned he's birthed children, I feel like we really do need to get to know Pugs.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think.
birthing them,
First of all, he messaged us this morning and said, the first time in however many years you've got a sty.
100%.
I can't actually see it.
If
Take
you're
your head
watching this, no.
Can I just say it?
Okay, so you can see in my right eye,
Oh,
like if I
yeah.
let my eyes relax a bit. So I did a warm. They say you got to do a warm press for a sty, like a little warm cloth
Right. Did it
against the
work?
eye there for about 15 minutes before I came in. It certainly settled it. I'll show you the
It
photo.
literally doesn't even look that
I'll show
bad.
you
No,
the
it
photo I
doesn't.
took this morning.
I was picturing
when
you
I
coming in
woke
with an
up.
eye patch.
Oh wow!
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
So
it's like
sleeping obviously really doesn't help the scenario.
Can I just
Yeah. You could show
Show the camera there, yeah. Have you always been prone to styes in your life or not?
because it could
I've
mean you've
literally
got
had-
ADHD.
write it down. Write it down.
Add that to my list
Yeah.
about Pugs. No.
No, I maybe have had one or two in my life.
I've
before
never had
this.
one.
Maybe like I think I had one when I was in school, and then maybe one more as an adult, but never as a 29-year-old.
Is it pink eye?
That was my first thought when it started getting irritated. I was like, hay fever, no. Pink eye, probably.
Probably.
And then overnight, sty.
Oh, that's so annoying.
So one of those things.
So
which-
it's
I hate styes.
an infection of oil glands within the eyelid.
Okay, so
Gross.
not pink eye. That's fine then.
I kind of just thought it was one of those weird things, and I don't have any gold ring. They say it's like an old wives' tale to rub a gold ring on it.
I was going to ask that. Is it not true? Do we know?
No, apparently it's BS.
Oh,
Would it be
definitely done
weird
that.
Yeah.
if I gave Pugs my gold wedding ring right now?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he rubbed it on his eye and then
Yes.
gave it back?
On my infected oil glands in my eye. You want that all over your hands, man.
so good.
So gross.
Okay, the other thing that happened to you is on the way to the podcast studio.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
been-
also, these events are unrelated, by the way. I just want to make that clear
Yeah,
that
whatever.
my vision is not impaired by the sty with what's about to be said.
Right, all I'll say, so what eye is it? Your right eye.
My right eye, yeah.
Did the car that hit you this morning come out of the right side or the left?
It did not. It came from the left.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll be safe.
Yeah.
All right.
But you had a minor fender bender. It wasn't your fault.
No, well, it's one of those things where I was so excited to get on the podcast today, and I was just on my way in and making sure that I was going to be on time, and then blimey if I didn't have experienced somebody else's poor gap selection.
Yeah, right, okay.
Who pulled out in front of me, and I did some incredible defensive driving. You should
Well
have seen
done.
me; it was heroic
Well done.
on the brakes, and then just a little sort of T, not really a T-bone, sort of
Right,
like
so
a
the
T,
front
like
corner-
a T clip on the corner.
Front corner of his car, front corner of your car.
Yeah, front right corner of his car, front left corner of mine.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Poor
it's your
fella.
nan's car that you're driving around, your nan's old car.
It is the pride of my life.
Yeah.
Shirley 2, I call her, named after Shirley 1, who's still with us.
Bless.
Sort of an early inheritance gift. Very grateful.
Oh, bless
Yeah.
Shirley.
She lost her license far too late. Far too late. And
Ellie.
that's why. Yeah, no.
DIY.
Don't,
No, sorry, DUI.
Yeah. She did it herself.
Yeah,
She did the DUI herself. And so that car was just sitting there unused. And so I was very lucky
Perfect.
to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hopefully the damage not too bad.
No, you're going to come have a look.
Yeah, I'll come because I'm like the car guy.
You
Yeah,
are
you're
the
the
car.
car
You
guy.
are. You are literally my resident car guy. You've helped me with my car more times than I can count at this point.
Yeah,
There you
bit of a
go.
backbone, Ellie.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah.
Pugs. We need to get to know you in terms of gaming, man. So
In terms of gaming, let me
I
get
think
out
I've
my
got
list.
I think I've got a pretty good idea.
Oh, I
of-
just opened it back up on that phone.
Oh,
It was a
sexy.
massive jump scare.
I think I've got a pretty good idea of what kind of gamer you are. But for the audience, what's sort of your go-to style of game?
At the moment, RPGs, fantasy RPGs, that is a relatively new thing for me, maybe in the last 3 years.
Right. Okay.
I grew up very, very casual gamer. Gaming in my house was like a no-no in the sense of like you get on for an hour, you're going to get square eyes,
Same
which
here,
is
same
normal,
here.
which is pretty
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then over time, like I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto or anything.
No, neither
like
was
that.
I.
No
Yeah.
R-rated anything growing
Yeah.
up. And then as I got older, got a little bit more self-control. Self-control? What's the word I'm looking for?
No, you lost yourself.
Autonomy?
Autonomy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Started trying out more games and stuff like that. Big for me in games is nostalgia.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's not fantasy RPGs like I'm playing at the moment, a lot of Elden Ring, a lot of Bloodborne at the moment, God of War Ragnarok. Before that, it was a big nostalgia factor. So all the games that I used to play on like PlayStation Portable, I'm able to find on the PlayStation Network now. Things like Resistance Retribution or Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII, yeah.
It's a prequel to that. But I could run you through some of my all-time games and then some honourable mentions.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
go for it. How many games we got here, just so people can prepare
About
themselves?
that much.
Oh, wow.
I love it. Okay.
Okay, right,
And we
go.
want to hear
I'll
from you.
blast through. I'll blast
No,
through.
that's right. I want to hear an ECG for ECG. Are you like James? Is James your gaming profile?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or
Right.
are these all absolute shockers? So honourable mentions I've got in there is Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay.
Because
The
that
first
was the first one because
Okay.
that was formative for me, becoming a teenager, staying up till 3 a.m. at my best mate's house who had the PS3 because I
Cute.
wasn't allowed Call of Duty.
Yes, and see,
Running
this
that
is
into the ground.
this shows the 4-year age difference between you and I because it was actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which came out before Black Ops, which
Yes.
was my one.
No, I had Modern Warfare 2 as well. Played Modern Warfare 2 in the same vein, but Black Ops had the sauce. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was Vietnam, it was jazzy. They had all
They were
these
playing Rolling Stones while you were going through the
ballistic
jungle.
knives and all this crazy kooky stuff. Alien Isolation was a big one for me. I love horror games. You've
Is that
mentioned
where
it
it's
before.
following you on the ship?
Yeah, and it's like an AI sort of thing where I think it's like a half brain that knows where you are, half that doesn't, and is figuring it out.
Okay.
If I might be incorrect there, but that's what I've read somewhere. And then like a lot of movie games that I loved, like the Transformers 2007 film game.
Oh, okay.
That sounds
On
terrible.
PS2. It was garbage, bro. But it was so much fun just transforming all the time. Just,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was my
Cool.
version of Honking
Honking
the
the
Goose.
Goose.
Was transforming.
Yeah, it was transforming.
From the Transformers. Anyway, some of my favourites there are Worms of War. What is it? Worms Open Warfare.
Worms is a classic.
Was one of the first games I ever played.
Ah.
My cousin put me onto it on the PC.
What about you, Ellie? Did you
Nice.
ever have Worms?
I didn't. I've had worms, but I haven't played worms.
Growing up, did you have Worms, the game?
Didn't have worms, but I had worms.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Itchy
yeah.
butt bum.
both are fun.
Yeah. But
So
What'd you say?
Continue.
Just some other ones. Grew up big on Crash Bandicoot.
Same.
Jack series, Jack and Dexter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oddly enough, never played the first one, but the second one I ran into the ground with the third one. BioShock.
I like BioShock. I only played it once.
Oh man,
Very weird.
you got to run those games, man.
No,
All timers.
No, I played the first one. It was fine.
Yeah,
And I played it because I was told it was an all-timer.
which it is.
Which it is, but it's just weird. It's very like the ambience and stuff is cool, and you got to like
It's creepy.
decide whether you kill the little girls to get the bonus points or yeah.
Jeepers.
Well,
okay.
it's not, I mean, it doesn't say killing. It says take the what is it, Adam from them? That like
Yeah, these are these little girls and these big scary things, and if you want to use the little girls and like take the thing out of them that makes you power up,
Oh, they die.
Yeah,
Or
they die, but then the big thing will attack you.
Yeah.
and they're really
Oh.
scary.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
game. Great game. Anyway, so that's a few of them there.
Nice.
Also big on wrestling games and Bloodborne, as I said, my all-time favorite.
Beautiful
that's right.
stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Taj, sorry, can you name this week's episode "Honking the Goose"?
Yeah, that is an all-timer.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Personal anecdotes, maybe. Like, what's
Oh yeah.
something you could pull out of Pugs that we could learn about?
Oh, sorry.
In relation to gaming,
Or, no, I was going to say just like, who are you?
who am I? Oh gosh.
Tell us about yourself, Pugs.
Yeah,
I hate
totally.
that question.
That it has been a long time since somebody's asked me to tell them about myself. Grew up in Lower Hutt in Wellington. There, I say Wellington because it's much cooler to say than Lower Hutt.
Is there? See, I don't understand this. Is there something bad about Lower Hutt and Upper Hutt?
Yeah, fill us in.
I literally have no
I'm
idea.
not going to bag my
It's a
hometown,
Wellington thing.
but I think there's a distinct difference in culture in Wellington City
Right.
and Lower Hutt and the surrounding wider Wellington region.
Which area do you think I'd fit in better?
You would be a Lower Hutt boy.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. So I feel like I would like your hometown.
You would.
Nice.
You would. It's like it's a lovely little small sort of town. It's got a bit of a boganish sort of vibe to it in some areas.
Nice.
That's me.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And still love it very much. But don't feel like there's a lot there for me to go back to now in terms of career-wise and
Fair
life-wise,
enough.
apart from family, who I miss very dearly.
Yeah.
Grew up there, went to broadcasting school in Christchurch, which Chris, you also went to.
Ellie, did you go to?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
just-
explains it. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, my poor anchoring.
But when you came up to Auckland, you were in a show called The Intern. Were you an intern?
No, so that was just a fictional. No, I know.
Wow.
I was never an intern, but I played a fictional character called the intern. based in the radio industry.
So I just assumed you were the intern from B School.
No, I actually wasn't. It was really confusing. No,
Yeah.
it was a fictional character that I played.
And also, just for those listening that aren't from New Zealand, broadcasting school is in a city called Christchurch in the South Island. If you wanted to get into broadcasting before the landscape of like podcasting and, social media and stuff, if you wanted to be on radio or television or be a journalist, you tried really hard to get into broadcasting school.
Yeah, that's right. Essentially, I'm very passionate about music, not necessarily that I have musical talent, but I love it very much.
Cool.
And it means a lot to me. And so hugely passionate about music, had a large sort of public speaking phase growing up where that was like my thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So
I
writing
was big up-
speeches?
writing speeches, doing speeches, presenting
About what?
stuff. Just whatever the exam called for.
Give us one,
I
man.
picked the
What-
topic.
You remember any of them?
No, not really.
No,
If
but
I'm
you
honest.
must remember topics though.
I can remember. Okay, the most interesting one was when I did speech competitions in school. You might have done similar sort of things
Yeah.
in your schools.
Yeah.
And I was selected to do the improv category where they give you a topic, you have maybe a few minutes to come up with a speech and then present it to the whole school.
That's
I would like doing
challenging.
that.
Yeah, you'd be great at that.
100%. So I was maybe 11 or 12 at the time, massively immature child. And I think it was, what would your dream, I believe the topic was something along the lines of what would your dream holiday be with and who would you go with? And I thought it would be hilarious as a 12-year-old to do a speech on going to the local Hut Mall, Westfield,
Hilarious.
Queensgate,
That is funny.
with my favourite person at the time, Peter Griffin from Family Guy. I
That sounds so stupid.
killed
Really?
the room.
Did you?
Yes.
That's
not
amazing.
really.
Oh.
But I had a ball. Anyway, that's the most now listen, I did public speaking to the point where I have a diploma for it.
Wow.
I got it at the age of 18. I don't remember any of the topics, but I remember the improvised Family Guy speech from year 8.
Well done,
You
bro.
realise that this is quite good content for our radio show.
Yeah.
Totally.
That Pugs has a degree in public
Sorry,
speaking.
diploma.
And at our
Associate's diploma.
At our next live show, for the opening 15 minutes, Pugs will do a bit of a live
100%.
talk.
I'll
to
do
the
a live
audience.
speech. It
a great
won't
idea.
be comedy. It'll just be a speech. Anyway, so I
That's
did
so
that.
interesting.
Logically, when I put the music passion and the public speaking together, it made sense to do radio broadcasting.
Nice.
And so that's how I ended up in broadcasting.
Beauty.
Back to gaming.
Sure.
Based on the three of us on this podcast, where we've one of the great things about this podcast is we're quite diverse in terms of our gaming. Which one do you reckon I'd say you probably align closer to me?
Yeah, I think now I do 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Whereas Guy is just so wishy-washy and flips between the randomest stuff.
Yeah.
It just stops and then just starts a new game and then stops and then starts another game. And
I do
then-
have a little bit of that in the sense that I'll do, as I say, the nostalgia factor. I'll download a game I played when I was like 10 and then
Yeah.
I'll run that until I get bored of the shit-house graphics
Yeah.
and then move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then go back to the same ones I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you do a 60-second improv
No.
speech right
No.
now about your
No.
favourite game and
No.
why I should play it?
Bloodborne.
No.
Yeah.
Sell,
I'm not-
please
Sell it to
sell
me.
Bloodborne to Ellie.
Why should I, who
Listen.
definitely wouldn't play it, you have to show me how you're going to convince me.
I got my diploma 10 years ago
Yeah,
and
so it's-
have not
Still counts.
I'll do
used
it.
it since.
I'll
Go
do a
on.
1-minute speech as
Okay.
to why Ellie should play Bloodborne.
Okay, go.
Because if you don't, you're off the podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say 1 minute? Oh, 1 second.
You're a man of efficiency. I like it. I like it.
I reckon you could write a speech though on that. A little
On
short
Bloodborne.
one.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I return for another episode, if Guy has to look after baby some more, I'll do it.
Okay,
All
because
right.
I want you to try and make that game relatable for someone like me who wouldn't necessarily want to play it from face value,
Totally.
but see how you can convince me on maybe like themes that I don't know about or like,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Love to
Everybody
hear that.
message Guy and tell him to stay home and look after his baby and I'll be back. Right, and we'll do the speech.
It's funny because there's no way in hell anything that happens in Bloodborne or any part of that game would
No.
appeal to you, no
There's
matter how
literally
good the
not
speech is.
one thing.
That's why I want to challenge you on that though, because
Okay.
I want to hear how you'd flip it.
You
How
could
you'd-
have,
Yep.
like, you could literally have Martin Luther King come in,
Yeah.
God rest his soul, and give you a speech on why Bloodborne is the greatest, and you would still not
100%.
even be slightly tempted.
You turn it on and go,
No.
nah.
No,
not for
Absolutely
me.
not. Yeah,
No, fair enough.
But what you're after, the way you know you've cracked it, is if Ellie says, "Oh, I might give that a go,"
then you know that
Then
I'm
you know.
probably lying,
Right.
but like,
but
Yeah.
she's like
but
interested.
I'm interested.
Curious.
You know?
Okay. We'll make it happen.
Yeah,
Make it
no, I'd
happen.
love that.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, please do.
What's you've said what you're playing at the moment? God of
Yeah,
War.
God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. You'll also learn about me as I'm terrible at spoiling games for myself. If I
Oh, yeah,
if I don't
this.
see myself, okay, so
I don't
So
understand
you
this.
Google it so you know what happens.
No, we don't Google it.
We don't Google it.
TikTok.
No, TikTok is bad for it. You're right. But I get to the point where I watch entire YouTube playthroughs of games before I play them.
Wait, hang on. That's so random.
So I did that for God of War Ragnarok.
Does anyone else in the extremely casual group for extremely casual games, does anyone else do that?
Let me explain my logic to you. Is I have been so lucky to have the PlayStation 5 that you so graciously gifted me with the guys from the radio show. I've been so lucky to have the games that you've let me borrow. For example, I've still got your copy of Bloody Elden Ring sitting in my drawer. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, no, I've already bought another copy.
The hard case.
That's yours.
Yeah, okay. So you've gifted me that, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I suck at buying games for myself and like parting with the money on games. And I think it probably comes from some deep set thing of like gaming.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be spending your money on games, even though I'm like, fuck. Sorry, excuse me.
That's fine. You're
Even
nearly
though I'm
30.
bloody spending all my money on tattoos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's that kind of thing where it's just one of the things that I've never parted with money for.
Fair enough,
Since I was a kid anyway and saving up for games. And so what I'll do is I'll wait until games go on sale or until somebody else has them that I will buy them from.
Yeah.
And instead, if I'm really itching to get a fix of it, I'll just watch the YouTube playthrough.
Right. So watching the YouTube playthrough is not necessarily to like see if it's worth buying.
No.
Right.
It's like, I want to know what the story is. I need to know what happens here.
So this is, I think I might have talked about this on the podcast before. Maybe it was on our radio show. Let's say you go and buy your favorite fast food, whatever it might be.
Right.
You got a big bag of it on the passenger seat there. You're driving home and you're starving.
Sorry, I'm trying to think about what my favorite fast food is. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken, right? You got a delicious, maybe not KFC, but whatever. But like you got a bag of your Peaches hot chicken, which is in Auckland, by the way. Check it out. It's in Panmure. It'll blow your mind.
Free plug.
They deserve it. But you've got a big thing of fried chicken on the passenger seat. You're driving home. It's 20 minutes to get home.
Yeah.
I will not touch it.
I will.
You will, and that's because you also will watch a video because you can't wait to get home and play it.
Here's what I'll do.
You will watch it instead.
I will buy an extra fries purely for the purpose of the car.
Love
in that
it.
example.
Right, okay.
But I can't just buy like they don't do demos anymore. I can't just buy a little demo to play. Until
You're
I
the
get actual
guy.
Game.
No, exactly. So that doesn't work. But you are the guy that you.
Wow. Profound.
So true. And I've always said that. I am the guy.
Damn, I had a great gag there, and I've just completely slipped my mind. It was about you.
Oh, wow, this is painful now.
Yeah.
Ali, if you just save the day of it.
If you could rate us 5 stars,
Please, on any
give us a
podcast.
like and a follow.
Is it going to be worth the gag? Like, are we waiting? Are we really waiting that long for a gag?
Well,
is it going to pay off?
I really want to know.
Yeah,
And
me too now.
Like, now I'm curious. I wish I could watch a YouTube playthrough of this bloody joke.
That's right. That's what it was.
Nice.
Prepare yourself.
Oh,
You're the guy who you go to a restaurant. This is a different analogy. You go to the restaurant, you order the food, and you're like, hey, I'm starving. I really want this food. I can't wait. And then like, cool, it's going to be a 30-minute wait. So, screw it. I'll just watch a YouTube video of someone eating it.
100%. 100%.
Whereas I will sit quietly and wait. And when it arrives, it will be a magnificent.
I totally respect that about you, 100%. But it's just that thing. I don't know what it is. And so
Random.
I've watched the entire playthrough of God of War Ragnarok, and it hasn't deterred me at all from
Still magnificent.
the game that I'm playing at the moment. I'm loving it.
yeah, right. So it's like you're watching the movie, essentially, a movie, and then you're playing the game of the movie you've already watched.
100%. And, you know, there's great gaming creators out there that do playthroughs and stuff like that, you know?
Interesting.
I would do that for games I'm not going to play.
Yes. Well, I think that's the attitude I take is like I never expected to play
like God
that
of War,
game
for
at
example.
all.
Yeah.
Same with I did one for the Resident Evil 4 remake.
You really want to play that? Yeah.
I'm dying to play that game, and I did not want to wait until the day that it's somehow like Resident Evil games barely ever go on sale. And I'm not interested in investing in it, which is dumb. Look at
so what
your
he's doing
face
here
there.
is he's like, hey, Chris, can you buy it?
Hey, Chris,
See what
can
he's
you buy
doing?
it and
Can you
play
look
it,
up,
and then I'll
mate?
borrow it after you,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you get another copy. And I just might do it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I still will play the game at some point if it goes on sale. If it's like a reasonable price, then 100%. But it's just that thing where I've been raised to not part with money. In that.
Yeah.
I am so the opposite. Like, I will purchase a game before I've finished my last game so that I know it's there ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
right.
like, and I have no issue spending money. Like, I think I get it from my dad, actually. I have no issue spending money on something that I really enjoy and get a lot of happiness out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
That's that radio money, though, eh?
Yeah, totally.
yeah,
So
yeah.
to be fair, I've had this thing about me even when I was a poor student. Like, oh my God, I was a shocker. Better now. My wife's made me a lot more sensible, but I'll happily, if I know I'm going to be stoked and get a lot, especially a video game, you get so much enjoyment out of one.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, you've actually brought a segment, haven't you, on your first
Oh,
potty?
yeah.
You've brought a bit of a segment.
Sorry,
Yes.
Pugs, we're milking you for all you've got today on the episode.
Chris and I have done nothing. This is
Listen,
great.
I know you guys sort of take a real casual approach to this podcast, so if you're going to get a guest in, you might as well milk them.
Exactly,
For it, you know
thank
what I'm
you.
saying? You might as well honk the goose. So I wanted to know from you folks where the best and worst, and it sounds so boring when I say it, where the best and
Don't
worst.
lose confidence in your segment.
Okay, here's a 60-second speech on what.
Okay.
No, I wanted to know where the best and worst real estate is in gaming. So
Yeah.
I'm not talking in a boring property valuation sense. I'm talking like what neighborhoods are you avoiding?
Yeah.
Or where would your mum tell you to stay away from? And then
Yeah.
conversely, where would you like to build your dream home?
Yeah, nice.
And a level in a game.
All right, okay. So do you have any examples to get us started?
I've got some great examples of places to stay away from.
Okay.
There we go. Let's get started.
And you may not recognize some of these, but I'll explain it.
Okay.
So out the gate, obviously, favorite game in the world, Bloodborne, Yharnam.
Right.
Now,
Yes, Yharnam is like a gothic horror style.
old English, ye old
Elizabethan
English.
Is it? No, it's not a Victorian style.
Victorian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and basically, what is it? One night a year or something? Every year, all the locals turn into werewolves and essentially
start purging.
and then get murdered.
Terrifying.
Due to a higher power, which we won't get into.
But also,
So
there's like tainted blood and like a disease and like there's
yeah,
all sorts of
there's
weird stuff.
coffins in the streets.
There's
Ellie.
coffins in the
it's
street,
a real
Ellie.
shocker.
Right.
This is the game he's going to convince you to play.
This
by the
is
way.
Can't wait.
100%. You're gonna love it, but it's not the kind of place you want to raise your kids. On a more Elden Ring sense, Caelid, which is basically
Caelid Wilds.
like a swampy hellscape where there's
Right.
giant T-Rex sized birds running around chomping you up.
Those are the worst enemies, by the way.
They are.
They're terrifying. Giant birds that like go, "Ah!" and that come after you.
That's quite a
And
good.
dogs that are also the same size as the giant birds.
And they're not good dogs like Ruby.
They're
Oh.
unkind.
They are
They don't snore though.
terrifying. Yeah, they don't snore in the background of the podcast.
I've also got San Andreas or anywhere in a Grand Theft Auto game.
Well, see-
largely because of the villainy that happens due
Yeah.
to players.
See, I would say, for example, San Andreas, which is quite an old reference, but I grew up playing it. Anywhere around that first area, it's basically the ghetto part of the.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 islands you unlock.
Right.
And that first area around Grove Street and that, there's a lot of gang banging going on. you know?
100%.
Everyone's shooting each other. There's 4 different gangs.
Yeah.
Whereas if you move up to one of the like nicer city areas, maybe what you don't want, right? As I was thinking about this, is in a Grand Theft Auto game, any game, you might think, oh, I'll live in the penthouse of the tallest apartment building in the entire game. No, because at some point, everyone that plays Grand Theft Auto wants to try and land a helicopter at the top of the highest building.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Jump out of
Yeah.
it.
And jump out of it. And so,
Yeah.
like, you'll be in the middle of the night, you'll be asleep, and then all of a sudden, you just see this guy who's stolen a helicopter land on your roof and then just jump off with a parachute.
That's
Good
why
point.
I think anywhere, San Andreas, same for Los Santos and Grand Theft Auto 5, the way that the people behave in those cities
Yes.
in terms of stealing cars and kicking each other out and driving like maniacs through the streets, I don't want to raise a family
But
there.
but what you got to do, right, is you've got to live in a neighborhood where there's nothing really exciting going on, just a random house, have just like a middle of the range car. Because what cars am I stealing? I'm stealing like really flat, fancy ones, or really weird, interesting, like a forklift or something. But if
Yes.
there's just a boring sedan and you're in a boring neighborhood where there's nothing happening, I think you could live.
Okay.
My issue there is every single part of that map at some point in the online scape of Grand Theft Auto 5 has
online.
heists or something that end
Online.
up in those little quiet parts of town. I don't want crimes running through my area.
Fair enough.
I didn't think about online.
I've said anywhere from Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing. I like that's loud.
It is-
You know what I mean?
that
You're
is
going to be
loud.
woken up in the middle of the night in those scenarios.
Wow, it's because of the loudness.
Of the cars,
It's
yeah,
not
and
'cause a
also
turtle could
and
come
also
flying
shells
through.
coming flying through your front window.
Also,
you know
like
what I mean?
you're like you've had a hard, tough week. You're supporting the kids and the whole family and stuff. You get up, you go to work, you walk outside, and you slip on a banana peel straight away. You know what I mean? Like that's.
That's exactly it.
But
That's
mostly it's the volume of the race cars.
Amen.
well, 100%. That's
Yeah.
every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every single time. Now, those are some of my examples of
Yep.
bad places.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys think of any?
I think anywhere, like, I don't know what it's called, but anywhere in like the PUBG or Fortnite
Oh.
worlds. Because you'd just be like, there'd just be shooting happening all the time, wouldn't there?
100%. And also,
Like-
you're going to get swallowed up by the blue.
Totally.
What do you call it?
The blue
In
zone
Fortnite?
or
the
the-
blue zone. The storm.
Yeah, the storm
Thanks,
in
Chris.
Fortnite, the blue zone in old PUBG. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to live around there.
What about in Stardew Valley? Is there anywhere, like, for example, there's the shack on the beach?
Oh, yeah.
With the fishing guy?
Yeah.
That's going to be uninsurable in a few years' time because the rising water levels.
That's a great point.
So
Stardew Valley, of course. I didn't even think of that.
Anywhere near the water on any games.
Bloody great point there, Chris. Wow.
You're just going to be uninsurable.
No, you're right. Any real estate you wouldn't want to be around in a game.
I think back to The Sims. The Sims is quite interesting because literally you'll have your starting neighborhood and there will be plots of land that are worth nothing and crap houses, and then there's like a really expensive house.
Yeah.
Yes.
So obviously what I'd do is I'd buy all those really small plots of land, cheap ones, just bulldoze them.
Colonizer.
And then and then just colonize. Well, yeah, capitalist pig Chris, and then build a whole lot of 2-bedroom townhouses with no off-street parking, and then just rent it out.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Nice,
I think that's
bro.
good real estate.
That would take quite a long time.
Yeah.
And you probably have to understand the risks that at some point in that process you're going to end up pregnant.
So
I think that's probably something
That's
else
a
to
good
consider.
point.
Yeah.
With the new Enchanted
That's
by...
really got to screw with your plans, you property tycoon.
To be honest, man, I mean, I don't know what you've got against pregnant people, but I think you can still run that whole thing whilst pregnant.
Oh,
Pugs,
come
all right.
on.
Don't come on here and be
listen.
anti-pregnancy.
Listen, man, I've been pregnant so
You
many
have,
times.
actually,
right?
yeah.
I know how tough
I expect
it is.
better from you.
100%. Shall we move on to ones that are prime real estate?
Yeah, because the thing with video games is most of the time, especially the ones I play, I don't want to be anywhere because people are dying.
People are awful.
No, yeah,
People are terrible in these games. I did have Destiny Island from Kingdom Hearts. You know when Sora wakes up on the beach and he's on that beautiful
I've never
island?
played Kingdom Hearts. That's the Disney
You
one.
would love Kingdom
That's
Hearts,
with like
man.
Goofy and Mickey Mouse and the big
100%.
key sword. No,
But
I just
also-
never played them.
But that aside, like it's a very, very cool style of gameplay. You would love it as well. All the
Interesting.
Disney references are great. Anyway, they wake up on this beautiful island, which is kind of like the home base. But now that you've mentioned the rising water levels, I'm sort of slightly going there.
Yeah.
Dang.
To be
The
fair,
island might be swallowed by 2050.
any game that has like a hub area where you come back and it's like your home base before you venture back out again, I quite often find those areas quite cozy.
The Hunter's Dream.
The Hunter's Dream and Bloodborne, which is actually, no, that sucks.
It's quite dark.
There's a guy in a wheelchair
but
and
it
a
is
weird
safe.
doll.
It is safe until the end.
It's safe until the end. But the other example I had was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Do you remember that, Ellie?
Oh, classic. That's a classic, that one.
Do you remember? Did you ever play that?
No, I did not.
It is the best Assassin's Creed ever
That's
made.
the pirate one,
The
obviously.
pirate one.
Sure.
Right.
You make your own pirate base in Tortuga. I think it might be Tortuga, which is a classic.
That's in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's
too.
in Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a real place. I think it's there, and you basically build up your own pirate villagey thing, and you've got your own pirate mansion on the hill, and you can like kit it out, and it's got like paintings everywhere. You got all your armor on display and stuff like that, or a house in Skyrim that you build and have all your armor sets and all your like. I could live somewhere like that. That's good real estate.
Yeah, Skyrim would be great actually. What else? Did I have any others here? Wii Resort.
Oh, Wii Sports Resort would rule.
Like if
be
you had a
fun.
house in Wii Resort, there's no other houses really around there, and you're just sort of playing tennis all the time.
That'd be sick.
Tennis, golf,
Yeah.
the latest one as well, or this Wii Sports Resort, yeah, that's the one you mentioned. That has like 12 different sports, like jet skiing.
Yeah, you can just spend your days doing that.
I'd love that.
Yeah, or just get a
nice.
job on the resort.
What about you, Detroit? Even though it's a shithole?
Yeah, no, I don't know if I want to live in Detroit,
Nah.
actually. Yeah. Especially with, the old AI androids coming at us. But no, I reckon, look, I haven't played Far Cry. And so I don't know anything about the narrative. I don't know anything about actually how safe it is. But from the aesthetics and like the scenery,
beautiful,
I'd love to build there, and like
Yeah.
just be away from it all. But do you guys know, am I risking any warfare there?
The second one's in war-torn South Africa, so I'd probably avoid that.
Not that one.
The third one, it's like a fictional island, isn't it?
Yeah, is that Vars? What's
Vars is the bad guy.
The bad guy, yeah.
100%. Beautiful island.
Yeah, I
but
feel like I've seen
tropical.
that one.
amazing, but everywhere you go, every settlement is full of bad people.
Yeah.
There are no good people there.
100%. The fourth one's
Dang.
in the Himalayas, though. That is beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Cold.
Yep.
But
High
beautiful.
altitude.
Very high
We have to learn
altitude.
how
Gotta
to
look
Yeah.
out for honey badgers.
You gotta look out for
Oh.
They
honey badgers.
seriously attack you. Was it honey badgers or mongoose?
Really?
They
Yeah.
seriously are the hardest animals to get rid of.
Because they're
and-
tiny.
And they are
And they're so
feral.
aggressive.
Really?
Yeah.
But you
Okay, so-
could handle yourself.
Oh, yeah.
you'd
Use
be
the honey
sweet.
badger.
I've got Ruby. She'll get him.
Yeah,
you know?
Ruby. Yeah.
But I don't. Nah, maybe not Far Cry then. Maybe I've not thought that through.
I've got beautiful locations,
No,
terrible
100%.
people.
You just
Yeah.
want to do it after the protagonist has finished the game and cleared the
Cleared
island.
out everywhere.
And then it's all peaceful.
Yeah.
Everybody's chilling.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just thought of one. Hitman, I mentioned it earlier, and I'm thinking about playing Hitman 3 as a piece of ginger between the Dark Souls
Oh.
sushi.
Lovely.
Every location is stunning. However, at every location is beautiful beyond belief. There's like about 30 locations. They all rule. The only thing is, and I would live there, the only thing is there will always be a guy trying to kill another person around me. Forever, just on an infinite loop.
Yeah.
And so, but that's all G, because what I would be is just a regular, what you don't want to be is someone with a unique costume on. Like, you don't want to be a mascot, because he will choke you out and then put the mascot suit on and then get close to the guy and get him. You just want to be someone in a regular outfit, because if he shoots one of them, a thing comes up saying, you've shot a target that's not, you've gone blown your cover. So, let's just say it's in a beautiful resort island, which is one I've done recently. I'm just staying at the island. I live there. I've just got I've got my togs on and I'm just swimming and sunbathing. He's not going to go anywhere near me. I might hear a murder every day on loop for infinity.
But you'll get used to it.
But it's beautiful, yeah, and I'll get used to it.
My question is, do you ever play those Hitman levels and you just decide to go completely rogue and just take everybody out?
No.
You don't do that?
No, Guy does that.
That's I would do that every now and then as well.
Yeah, so you give a wee bit of
once
Guy
in a while.
about you.
No, if I play a level like that long enough and I'm like tired of being super sneaky, and
I never get tired of being sneaky, but
I grow impatient with a level, then maybe I'll try, just see if it works, just take everybody out if I can get the same amount of points. Same with Far Cry bases as well. They encourage you to be real stealthy or whatever.
Yeah.
But every now and then you just have to
have
to go.
Well, Guy came to my house like maybe 2 years ago and we fired up Hitman for a split, just the Formula One level. I think we might have talked about it on the podcast ages ago. And he was trying to get close to the person and he ended up just choking out everyone and just like crying with laughter every time. And it was like the most horrific thing I've ever witnessed.
You don't want a day like that.
No.
When you're living in the Hitman world.
No, it depends who's controlling it, if Guy is.
Yeah.
But if you guys have got any suggestions for amazing real estate or terrible real estate in video games, hit us up, Extremely Casual Group for Extremely Casual Gamers.
Nice. Great segment there, Pugs. Thanks for doing
guys.
all the work today for us.
I had fun.
That was great.
That was a ball.
We've got to have a DLC coming out on Monday, but then after that, we won't be back till, is it the 14th of August?
I come back here that weekend prior, so it probably will be the 14th. Yeah.
I wonder if maybe Guy and Meg have a baby right now. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
But thanks, Pugs, for filling in.
No, I really appreciate it.
Before we
it's
go
been
though, what are you playing? You're playing
Great
God
question.
of War?
Playing God of War Ragnarok, and then maybe 5 minutes of Honking the Goose.
Okay.
Nice.
5 minutes.
What about Goose game?
What about you, Ali? What are you playing?
It's very fascinating. I'm playing Nice Day for Fishing on PC.
Because you recently finished Split Fiction.
Yes, we did.
yeah.
So now I'm in what do I do now? But I am playing Nice Day for Fishing on PC, which is the Viva la Dirt League game, which is quite a bit of fun. It's
nice.
really cozy. What about you?
I am very sad because I have finished Dark Souls 1.
Oh, have
Did you?
Yes, last night.
Oh my gosh.
How good?
Amazing. I haven't felt a feeling of emptiness like this in a long time.
Really?
Because if I finish a game that I love, I go, that was awesome. But it was time to finish. Dark Souls, I was not ready for it to finish. I could have kept going. If it was double the length, I would have been stoked.
Wow.
Well, have I got news for you?
What?
About Dark Souls?
Wow.
New Game
It
Plus?
doesn't end there, man.
Dark Souls 2 and 3.
There's two
Yay.
more.
They're very different. Going from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, they changed a lot of stuff. Still good in its own right, and there's all this like unfair beef that it's shit or whatever. But it's not just an immediate continuation.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But you do get the revisit when you succeed in there and then get to 3, right?
Dark Souls 3 is a return to form.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. But it's such an old game, and I just enjoyed it so much. And I am going to play it again within the next year. That's how
Nice.
good it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, it is so good.
Well done. And I can imagine you're really stoked that you wrapped and tied that up right before you went to Europe.
Yeah, it's
that
good
must feel
timing.
good.
I was
timing.
hoping to wrap it up like Friday because I fly Friday night. But now I've got 2 days and I've installed Dark Souls 2. I've fired it up and I was like, oh, no. Because I want to come back to that.
Yeah. Just
but-
play some bacon in between. That'll
Play
keep
some
you.
bacon.
Yeah.
On my phone.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
going to do that.
What's bacon?
It was a
He
test.
did miss the early doors of the old podcast then.
Yeah,
That's very
I told you,
early
yeah,
lore.
yeah.
It's a mobile game and you
Okay.
got to flip bacon onto things and it's actually really addictive. You should download it.
Okay. Totally respect that you love it. Chris, what do you think? Just
Yeah,
out of
it's all
curiosity.
G.
That was convincing.
Yeah, no, I feel like you were kind of like, oh, whatever. And then you played it and you
I
were
got
like,
into it on a flight.
Ah.
I got onto it on a flight and got like 200 levels in or something.
you actually went further than both me and Guy, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
'cause
went
it was-
all the way.
Yeah, he's got to bloody, outshine us, don't you?
I'm a completionist.
Prolonged eye contact, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, download Bacon. And if you do come back to the potty, you can give us a review on what you think of it.
Okay. I got a lot to work on if I come back.
Yeah,
Can I
we're
say that?
putting a lot of homework on you, eh?
60-second
Yeah.
presentation.
But you can always do what Ellie does and just not do the homework.
This is true.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sweet.
Just come up with some sort of excuse. It'll be fine.
God, yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed our special guest today, Pugs and his sty.
And his
Sorry,
fender
bro.
bent car out the front.
Yeah.
What a morning you've had. But we'll see you on Monday for a DLC. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.